I'm Jamie Dove, and I can't wait to open this kiln. Now, in the last video, I showed you that I had packed the kiln, started the firing process, and how excited I was for this kiln to fire, and I was going to open it up, and it was going to be an awesome celebration. Well, now I'm a little leery because 30 degrees away from my target temperature, I got an ETH message. I didn't know what it was, so I had to go look it up. ETH means electronics too hot. So my kiln controller got too hot. Now I was only going to cone 5, so that's what, 2167, something like that, somewhere in that range. And it got to like 2137, and that's when I noticed the error. So instead of firing and getting to that temperature in about 9 hours, it did it in about 11 and a half, 12 hours. So even though it was at a lower temperature, it still did the work. So instead of hitting that target temperature, I think the heat in there was long enough, or it sustained long enough, that it did the work. So I'm really excited about it opening this kiln, and I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. Oh, wow. So that's how the video started off. But once I started to edit it and I started to look at it, I got a little bit uncomfortable just by checking it out. And it's for stupid reasons, it's more my personal reasons. But I'm like watching this thing and I'm like, man, not only am I a little bit long-winded, it's, you know, big, hot, sweaty dude emptying a kiln. And what really got me is like, it's hot out here. It's like 90 degrees most times under this aluminum roof. Right now it's got to be mid 80s, and I have to turn the fan off just to get everything right. But anyway, just doing that, just getting all hot and sweaty, nobody wants to see that. So I figured, let me just cut right to it. People want to see the work. They want to see what I'm actually pulling out of the kiln. So let's take a look at that.
Don't break my heart again. The way you sigh makes me close my eyes. We were the best of friends.
And like I had mentioned in that early part of the video, the kiln did have an issue. It didn't quite reach cone 5. It fell short about 30 degrees where it shut down because of the, what was it, the ETH, the elements, electronics too hot message, and it shut down. Anyway, some things came out, looked like they were under fired. Some things were fired, looked like right on the money. A couple of things came out, looked like they were over fired. This piece just happened to look like the glaze ran completely off it. Now, prior to putting the piece in the kiln, it did look kind of funky. The glaze went on really, really heavy, not like the rest of the kiln. Sure enough, it did run off, and that's why I had that extra piece underneath there. It was a little scrap piece just to kind of protect everything else around it, but it still looked really cool, so that's kind of why I just kind of kept it around. And let's see, well, let's get back to that other video and why I felt uncomfortable. Well, the main reason really is that shirt. Look at the shirt. What was I thinking? Don't get me wrong, I love this shirt. I think it's actually probably one of my favorite shirts. A huge fan of the Turtles, a huge fan of the Turtle Hospital down in Marathon, but probably not the best color to wear on video. Yeah, I saw a picture of the queen, the internet went nuts, and that's all I could think about when I was editing this video was the color of that shirt. Because when you see that, all you can think about is, you know, this. It's, here we go. Can you do that? You want to do that? You know what this is? Here, boom. Isn't that exciting? Look at that. That's an amazing shirt. So that's why I decided to go in a totally different direction, just kind of re-edit that thing and get to the meat of it, which is the work coming out of the kiln. Now, another big thing before I wrap this up, really pumped about it, is the very first day I unloaded, I sold a piece on Etsy from that firing. And then today, I'm shooting the video here this afternoon, sold another piece. So that's what, 2 days later, sold another piece out of the kiln. I think I posted like 8 pieces. Still got to post a bunch more. I got to take some more photos, more daytime photos, and get them up. But there's been a lot of response, really, really good response on the stuff that I've got coming out of the kiln. So very excited about that whole thing. And it's very encouraging as, you know, I'm taking the steps to rebooting this pottery business. Thanks again for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you want to continue to watch my journey as I make my way back to the world of clay, please subscribe. And if you want to be notified next time I release a video, please hit that bell. And thank you so much for stopping in and checking it out. And I look forward to seeing you next time around. Anyway, go have fun playing some clay. Take care.